What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Cole Perfetti and his contract negotiations. He's still unsigned by the Winnipeg Jets, a restricted free agent. They need to get a deal done with him as the season approaches, and a lot of people, yapping out there saying, oh, well, he doesn't want to be a Jet, and, that's just not true. That's been debunked already. The Jets and Perfetti do have mutual interest on a long-term deal, but it doesn't seem like they can come to an agreement in terms of dollars, maybe years, I don't know. But anyway, they can't get a long-term deal done as of yet, and may not be able to do it before the season starts. So then that would likely mean he's going to sign a bridge. We'll talk about what that could mean and look like and everything in just a second here. But he's going to have a big role with the Jets this season. He's going to be playing in the top six, and Scott O'Neill is going to really give him every opportunity to succeed. Last year, he was given some top six opportunities. He did have a slump midway through the year, but he finished the year off really strong when given the opportunity, but was not played in the playoffs until Game 5 of the first round. The Jets were down 3-1 in the series to Colorado already there, and then when they slotted Perfetti in, he looked like he belonged. He looked like a monster, right? Of course, I get it. Tyler Toffoli was traded for, slotted into the Jets' top six. Perfetti did not have room, but don't tell me he couldn't have played over an Appleton or a Iafallo or a Gustafson, right? Like, don't tell me he couldn't have with the production that he finished off the year with. 19 goals, 19 assists last year as a 22-year-old in 71 games played. A lot of those games playing, 10 to 13 minutes a night. On the season, he averaged 13 and a half minutes of ice time. Not a lot of time. I expect that to go up to, maybe around the 16-minute mark, 17-minute mark this season. Probably get some more power play time. I think Cole is going to be a mainstay on this team, and again, I think he's going to be breaking out. I think he's going to be one of those big-time breakout players this year, so definitely keep an eye on that. But with that point being made that he is going to have a breakout season, or very likely to have one, I think it's even more important that the Jets get a deal done now with him before he explodes and demands more money, at the end of a hypothetical bridge deal that I think is going to happen in the coming days here. If they sign him short term now to like a 3-year deal worth about $4 million per season, that's fine. But when it comes to contract talks next time, when he's an established forward, top six player, maybe even a first line player at that time, then you're in trouble because you have to pay him. You have no choice but to give him top dollar. And with the cap going up, players are going to be making more money. More top-end players are going to be making more money. Every single year we're seeing this, right? Draisaitl just got that 8-year, $14 million per season contract. What's Perfetti's going to look like, right? If the Jets sign him long-term right now, it might look something around the $7 million to $8 million mark. But in 3 years, it might look more like a 10, right? It could. So we'll see what happens there. But that is why I think it is so imperative that the Jets go out and sign him to a long-term extension and get him nailed down now. He doesn't not like the city or anything like that. It's not that he doesn't want to be here. He just wants his money. He wants his long-term deal, and I think it's very fair of him to expect that. I get it on the Jets' end with his injury history, maybe not wanting to commit super long-term yet, give him another year or so. But, if it were up to me and a lot of the fan base here, Cole would already be hanging around with an 8-year deal. I do believe that he likely has a bridge deal agreed to, and they're just trying to get out, a long-term deal, see if they can hammer one out. But I do expect a bridge deal to be done between 1 to 3 years for Cole. I doubt it's going to be a 4-year. If it is a 4-year, I'll be extremely disappointed and worried because in 4 years, he will be a UFA. In 3 years, he'll still be an RFA. And if they take him to unrestricted free agency, it's very likely that he can walk away and get paid a lot more money, or maybe get enticed by a different franchise to join their team, right? So if the Jets want to keep control of him, 1 to 2 years, probably the sweet spot, I would say. It's probably going to be in the $4 million mark. And, that's fine. But, again, would love to see a long-term deal here for Cole. This week is the NHL Player Immedia Tour in Las Vegas. So every year they have this. Each team sends, 1 or 2 guys to, go represent themselves and the franchise. And, they do some fun social media bits on there just to get ready for the season. And Drager said that the Jets do intend to send Cole Perfetti to that tour. So that's kind of fun for him. He's already been practicing with teammates and everything like that. So it seems pretty likely that he's going to be a Jet game 1 of the season. I don't expect this to carry on into the year really at all. I think it's, probably more likely that he gets it done before training camp or signs before training camp. So we'll see, again, what happens with all of this. It's a waiting game now, as it has been all off season. Lots of RFAs in the league in the same boat. Lots of guys need contracts, and lots of guys are going to get contracts. And I think you're going to see a lot of those get signed in the upcoming couple weeks here before we start training camp. Very close to the NHL season. I've been missing the year, I've been missing the Jets, and I'm just happy to have hockey season back here in Winnipeg. Very excited to see what Cole can do. Very prolific passer, great vision, smart player. He added a bit of zip on his shot last season too, and I don't know. I just think he's going to have a real good year. I think you can probably expect him, if he stays healthy, to have around a 55 to 65 point pace. I do think that he's going to be one of the more important guys on this team. Would love if he could get a little faster, but I don't expect him to really be, the strongest skater or anything. But I do think that he will fit real nice on the power play, throwing it over to Gabe Vilardi, who's going to be at the side of the net like he scored most of his goals last season. He is gross on the power play, just sitting there in front. I think Cole can feed him all day, and I think those two could actually, be a ton of fun together. So we'll see if that ends up coming to fruition in the preseason or in the regular season. But either way, I'm excited for this guy. Got to get him locked up. I want a long-term deal, but a bridge more than likely at this point. What do you guys think? Do you want long-term or do you want a bridge deal? Let me know down below in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.